Hello everybody, welcome to our last session of this module number 7. Okay, before starting with our week's activities, I want to share some important information with you. This week you can get 43 points. The idea here is that you deliver your activities in time and obviously correctly designed. Our final project is 30 points. The integration forum is 8 points and the evaluation questionnaire is 5 points. Please do remember there are no extensions because it's the last week. Okay? There is a forum in which you have to participate, but in the one of integration. But if anybody asks you any question, you can create or you can make your own questions and answer them, okay? But just from Saturday on, not before. The conclusions about the forum have to be written or consist of 5 lines, all right? Complete ones to get that 100% or those 100 points. You cannot participate. All of the chances or all of the number of participations you have to have in the forum in only one day. You have to participate along the week. And finally, remember that the revision to check your activity, your integrating an activity, will take around 48 hours, all right? Good. So, now let's see. Oops. Let's start with our model. As I said, this is our last week. Let's see little by little. Unbelievable, right? That we already finished our 4 week. Let's see in our learning forum. If you click there, remember that in here we share our doubts, comments, or suggestions about the different topics we've seen in this model. Okay, in this last week, it's very important to identify what you've learned and what would you like to continue learning. On this occasion, you can comment this, you can talk about this with your partners, obviously about the different skills in English, that is writing, reading, listening, and speaking, okay? And share your opinion about using English as a second language. How has it affected or changed the way you were learning your Prep en Línea SEP? All right? Good. All right, let me see now. If we go back, that's about the learning forum. But we have another one, that is the integration. Well, let's see first your biography, the one you have to do here. Okay, my biography. Knowing yourself, okay, or know yourself, expresses in very few words the very important path or way in your life, because that person that knows himself, herself, can have this clarity that where you are, who you are, and the most important thing, where you go. In this project, you'll have the chance to identify what has happened in your life, what you've achieved so far, and at the same time, the following steps in order to reach your coming projects. With this, you are going to elaborate or to do a biography in English, right? To put into practice the different skills you've learned in this model. We go directly to the format, my biography. All right. And in here it says, answer the questions, your past, present, and about your past, your present, and your future. Illustrate each section with a photograph or image representing that stage of your life. Remember that if you don't feel comfortable sharing your own photographs, you can take any of internet and paste it there, the one you feel comfortable with and representing what you want to express. Okay, let's see. The picture is here, and then where were you born? Okay, in my case, I was born in Toluca, period. Don't forget your period. Where do you live? I live in Aguascalientes, period. What were you doing before starting Prepa en Línea SEP? Oops, it was long ago in my case. Let me see, I'm not sure if it's been 5 or 7 years that I started working for Prepa en Línea SEP. But before that, I was teaching English for other schools or universities, period. All right, there you go. Now, my achievements. Again, you paste a picture there. And what were the 3 most important achievements in your life? Oops. Number 1, when I became a mother. Number 2, when I graduated, period. And number 3, when I bought my house. There are many, but I am just using this for as an example, all right? Write about an experience in which you have overcome some difficulty. I think this is for all of us, okay? I write it here. One of my biggest challenges has been leading with the COVID pandemic, right? I was starting a new year and all of a sudden my life and the other people's life changed for good. Okay, changed. Okay, and so on. Okay. Now, present and what I want to accomplish. Describe your school and work routine. Well, in here, remember, describe your school and work routine. There you have the key, routine. This is something that you normally do. What is the structure you're going to use? Present simple. I wake up in the morning, I do exercise, I connect and log in Prepa en Línea SEP and start checking my students' activities. That's my, okay. And what do you do in your free time? Okay, in my free time, let me write here. I read books in my free time. They can be either in English or Spanish. Both are okay for me. I guess sometimes, I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes English has more describing words, adjectives, than Spanish. But anyway, I love both. I love my language in Spanish and I love English. Okay, what new skills or challenges are you trying to overcome? I guess, well, I'm not sure. Everybody says that has different skills or strengths and weaknesses, talking about skills in English. Remember the 4 skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing, okay? But I guess in my case would be maybe writing. Writing is a skill that is difficult for me. But in your case, which's been more difficult for you? Speaking maybe, because it's been there in front of people, normally English speaking people, that is their first language, so that's why sometimes it's kind of stressing. Okay, write about any difficulties in this moment of your life. The pandemic, because you remember that I told you that I live with my mom. Well, it's the other way around. My mom lives with me. She is 82 years old and she doesn't want to be vaccinated. She says that it's something bad, that she's going to be sick, and she doesn't want to take it or to be injected till she sees that other people's reactions, and let's see if she wants to. Can you believe it? Yes, that's my struggle now. Write about any difficulties in this moment. Well, it's that. What are you doing? What are you doing to overcome those difficulties in this moment? Well, let me write here. I enroll my mom for being vaccinated, so I will wait till they call us and see if she wants to. Okay? Now, my future and my goals and plans. I guess my future goals and plans could be, okay, what are your plans after completing Prepa en Línea CEP? I'd love to hear that you're planning to continue studying, taking a degree in any, I don't know, engineers, doctors, lawyers, whatever you want, because you already did the most difficult one too, that was to start studying. But now that you are in this synergy, continue, don't stop, because I am sure that it will be easier than if you stop again, make a pause, and wait too much. What would you like to work on? Would you like to study for a degree? Which one? Which university? Well, it all depends on you. Maybe you feel comfortable studying online, and there are many universities offering this service now. It's not only in Mexico, but in any other part of the world, but just I mentioned, okay? What would you like to work on? What I was telling you, maybe you want to be a lawyer, maybe you want to be a teacher, maybe you want, I don't know. What is your greatest goal? My greatest goal, I think, being a mother, raising my children. There are many. And what challenges will you have to face to achieve your goal? Talking about, sorry, it was about the future. Well, I think that studying a PhD degree, that is my doctorate. And what challenges will you have to face to achieve your goal? Well, I think finding the time to do so. Because I guess a master degree is very practical, right? But a PhD degree, it's a lot of investigation. So I need to have that time, and without worrying if I'm in my classes and everything, so I need to find the time to do that. Well, write a half page reflecting on what you learned during the modules Mi Mundo en Otra Lengua and Mi Vida en Otra Lengua, and how they contributed to your formation. I would love to listen or to read this, right? And just remember that it's half page. My recommendation is maybe first write your idea in Spanish, and from there start to take in the extract the most important things to cover all of the aspects, right? And in letter C says, record the questions and answers of your biography, point A, as well as the reflection, point B. Save your audio in a cloud and share the link in this space. Remember, do not exceed over than 2 minutes. Okay? And as always, I recommend you to check before sending that you unlock the private settings, because if it's private, I cannot download it. Good. Now let's see here. Finally, my struggle. This is another forum. This is the only week in which we are going to participate in 2 forums. Now let's see. During module Mi Vida en Otra Lengua, you learn to express situations that are happening, okay, actions in the past and plans for the future. You've practiced your reading, your listening, your speaking, and your writing. To integrate all this knowledge, in this forum you'll share, completely in English, with your partners of Prepa en Línea CEP, 3 sentences narrating your experience about any activity that you found difficult or any event that you were afraid of, and in the end you overcame it. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Let me see. I thought that there was here. Use your grammar structures, the vocabulary you learn, okay? And you will have to participate at least 4 times. Remember, it's not allowed to participate in only one day. The idea is you participate in different days. In your first participation, share or comment about any situation in the past that you found difficult, okay, and how you live now once you overcame it, and any purpose or any objective till or towards the future, taking that into consideration, that difficult situation. Example. When I was 7 years old, I remember I was so scared of darkness, right? That's past. Present. Now, I enjoy the rainy days when the power is off and I can enjoy the silence. Future. I'll teach my children not to fear of the darkness, all right? That's an example. Good. That's the first participation in the forum. Second participation. State or ask 3 questions to any partner about his/her experience in point number 1, with the idea of getting more information. You have to apply what you've learned during these 4 weeks. Example. Hi Laura. If I choose my partner Laura, okay? I have 3 questions for you. What did you feel when the lights went out? What helped you overcome your fear of the dark? And how will you help your children not to fear the dark? As you can check, okay, everything is related to the past, to the present, and the future that was referenced in the previous exercise. Okay, your third participation, okay, you have to answer those questions. If anybody picked you to answer the questions, you can answer your own questions, all right? And finally, in number 4, this is your last collaboration. Present a conclusion or write a conclusion about what you learned in this forum. Example. In this forum, I learned from my classmates some strategies to overcome different situations. Period. There are good ideas. For example, Tanya said about how to overcome the fear of riding a bike, etc., etc. And there you have the rubric to have a clear idea of what I'm going to check in this forum, all right? So, remember, take your time, try to do as good as possible, and check the different links or the platforms that I already shared with you, Vocaroo, Lingui, to practice your pronunciation, your writing, because it's almost time to say goodbye in this module. Okay? Good. So, coming back. Oh, hi, Dante, Mari, Agustin, Alma. Hello, how are you? Okay, I'll just repeat again my recommendations. Remember, in this week, you can get 43 points as long as you deliver your activities in time. Okay? Final project, 30 points. Integration forum, 8 points. Evaluation questionnaire, 5 points. Remember, there are no extensions in this last week. If anybody in the integration forum that we've seen just before, if anybody asks you, you can create or you can make up your own questions and answer them, right? But this must be done in between Saturday on. Conclusions in the forum have to be written in 5 lines, approximately, to get 100. You cannot participate in the forum, for participation in only one day. You have to administer them. And finally, the revisions of the activity will take around 48 hours. And that would be all for today. All right? Any other question? Hi, Alma. How are you? Any other? Any? Well, as I said, it's time to say goodbye. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be your teacher. I really enjoy working with you. It's a great group. All of you are great people, and I'm sure that all of you will get good grades, but more than that, I guess my admiration, because I know this big effort you are doing to continue growing and giving your families the best. Thank you very much, and I'll see you. I'll be receiving your activities. Bye-bye.